Driver again, me.
Alright guys, so it's Friday. I realised I haven't done a Friday in a bit, have I? On YouTube, that is. I've obviously done it working. There's a couple of places for me to avoid over this weekend because there's going to be a lot of protests going on because of the events that occurred in Southport. I'm not going to go into detail on it on this. It's well documented everywhere. So there's one supposedly tonight on the way into town, City Centre, and there's another one tomorrow starting at the Liverpool building. So they're going to be places I'm going to avoid. To be fair, I avoid the City Centre anyway as much as possible. Now, we have had a bit of good news, haven't we? The Bank of England's lowered the interest rates. I know it's not a lot, it's 0.25, but I've been speaking to a couple of people, and it was put across to me by Tesla Taxi that he believes that this is the turning point. Nice positive spin on it he had. He said this is the turning point where the hospitality industry is going to start seeing more people going because interest rates come down. There could be another interest rate going down, which would mean the taxis pick up, the industry picks up, the hospitality picks up, and hopefully more money flows.
I was never in this for the money. But it turns out that the money was an absolute necessity for me.
I don't know. It's a nice way of looking at it. I presume it won't even affect us for a good couple of weeks yet anyway. It is the half term and it is slow generally during this. A lot of people have already mentioned it. But let's see how we do today. I made two mistakes in that last clip there. Did anyone get onto them? First of all, it's not half term. It's the summer holidays, the 6-week ones. But you knew that. And I didn't tell you the time. I come out at 20 to 4. It's now 20 to 5. And you know what? I've only done 19 quid here, and I'll stick it there. The jobs it's been offering me. I mean, them trips. The trips it's been offering me are tripping. There was one going from Sefton Arms to the Dock Road, which is a good 4.5 miles off the top of my head, maybe a bit more, and they offered me £6.50. And then they offered me one that was from that went towards Norris Green, the other side of Norris Green, 3.5 miles, £5. So I've been obviously not taking any of them, and I've been sticking to them little ones, you know, the annoying little ones. Go for a mile, drop them off a mile, 4 quid, 5 quid. They're the ones I've been doing. So I've done like 4 jobs, but that's what I've ended up with. So not too bad, but then I hope there isn't more of them really ridiculous trips getting sent this way, because I'll be going home. I'm not doing any of them. And it looks like it's going to start raining. We all know what that's like on taxis when it starts raining. It's 20 to 6 and I've only done another 18 quid or so. Yeah, I'll stick it here. I'm on 38 quid, I think it is, something like that. Customers are onto it. Well, you know what I was saying before in the other clip, the way the rides have been terrible. Customers are onto it now. So I accepted the job. That was a local job for a £5, and then instantly it changed to a 7 quid job. So they're waiting for drivers to accept the job, and then they're changing it. So I cancelled it. I'm not playing that game. Cancel it straight away. Let's see how the next hour goes. 64 quid. It's 7 o'clock. I know, an hour and a bit since the last update, but it's what it is, isn't it? Remember, uberdriver first, YouTuber second, all that. It's just been local jobs I've been doing, because the trip offers that's been showing, I've been really bad, guys, honestly. One of them was 11 miles and it was £9, and that wasn't including the 2 miles to get to it. So my acceptance rates took a bit of a hit today. I really hope it starts to pick up, and it never rained. It never rained. Well, it's 8 o'clock and I'm on 80 quid. So the last hour, only 15 quid again. It's not going great, guys. It's finally started to rain, but generally taxis, private hires are slow between 8 to 9. So I'm going to go in, have a coffee and contemplate whether I'm coming back out or not. Well, I come back out at 8:30. It's now 10 to 10. And yeah, I finally broke the 100 mark. I'm on 107. Yeah, and I'll stick it here. But I've had an absolute nightmare. Don't all my videos have a nightmare? Customer had left the phone in the car, and it was a black phone. So when I checked, I didn't see it because it was in the footwell, and it was too dark to see it. And now they've been texting me, can I take it back to them? Now, I'm about 8 miles away from them now. That's how it's happened. And I'll give you the £5, they said. I'll give you the £5 if you bring it back. I went, I'm miles away from you. So I'm going to have to arrange something with you either later or tomorrow. Oh, go on, I'll give you the £5. And so I went, what, in installments, like, or are you going to give me it all at once? They didn't get onto the sarcasm, unfortunately, and went, all at once, yeah, that's them now. That noise you've just heard is them texting again to get the phone. What am I? It's 5 to 11, and I'm on 1, 2, 3. 16 quid in the last hour. Do you know what? It was my own stupid, nice fault. So, I'd done 40 minutes, and I'd done 16 quid, and I was quite close to the people. I was like 3 miles away from the people who'd lost the phone. So I decided to phone them and get rid of it while I could. I expected a dropsy bit of money when I dropped it off. She said thank you and walked away. That was it. So I wasted 20 minutes of my own time, kind of thing, just to drop off someone else's phone. I really hate Uber and the lost property.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry.
This is where I miss the local bases. That would not stand with them. They'd put a job on your set with the amount it is from where you are to take it back. I really miss that part. Let's hope the next hour's good, or I'm going home. I finally had a good hour. It's 5 to 12, 5 to midnight, and I'm on 145. So the last hour was very nice, 23 quid. Well, very nice compared to the other hours I've had, isn't it? I am in the middle of nowhere. I'm still not quite ready for the Uber game yet. I'm supposedly in a surge area, but we all know they don't really exist anymore in Liverpool, do they? So, yeah, as I'm sure you can guess by it being daylight, I went home. I did that little, the Rider app, where you open up the Rider app, little trick. Well, not really a trick, common sense. And it showed absolutely loads of Uber drivers around me, in the circle. There was about 8 or 9. So I thought, I'm going home. If you're ever not feeling it, go home. That's what I always do. Hopefully today, though, so it's now Saturday, and it's 4:25. Hopefully today is going to be much better. There's a lot going on in the city centre today. Riot police and big protests and whatnot. So I'm going to completely avoid there. But let's see how I get on. 5:25, and I'm on, so the first hour, and I'm on just shy of 15 quid. I'll stick it there. To be fair to Uber, though, it has been offering me a lot of jobs going in the city centre, but I've now heard it started to erupt there with bricks and stuff getting in front of police. So, as an Uber driver, it's completely not worth any fare going there. I have noticed one thing, though. Uber's algorithm is offering more to go to the city centre than what it normally would. So normally, like, city centre jobs are between, say, 13 to 16. I've seen as high as £21 going to the city centre. So I think a lot of people are avoiding it. I think a lot of drivers are aware of the situation and avoiding it. Much better this second hour. So it's 6:35. And I'm on 41 quid, so 25 quid plus £5 cash tip. That's much better, isn't it? But the problem is now I'm a little bit close to the city centre. I'm in L6 now. You've seen any of my other videos, you're like, hang on, L6 is miles away from L1 and 2, 3. It's not. It's right next to it. So I'm gonna quickly shoot off. I think I'll head towards West Derby or something. Well, it's 7:30, and I got to West Derby, stuck to local jobs, and I've done another 20 quid, so I'm on 62 quid. But it's not going well. With what's going on in the city centre, nobody's moving around. I mean, obviously by the time you probably see this video, you'll be aware, But I've just had a text from the wife that police motorbike's been toppled over with the busy on it, and there's stones and everything getting front, so nobody's moving anywhere. They're just all staying in. So I'm gonna go in now. I'm not sure if I'll come back out, whether I'll bother coming back out or not. I'm gonna follow the news a little bit, see what's happening. If it all dies down and stuff, I might come out for a bit. But if the next screen you see is me stats, I've decided it's not worth it staying. Well, unfortunately, guys, it did get worse. It escalated outside of the city centre and ended up all along County Road. I've seen videos of it and stuff. So I decided, you know what? I'm just not going to bother tonight. So, sorry, it's not my usual 10, 12 hours on a Saturday. You'll just have to make do with what I've got. But at least you've got Fridays to go off as well. So, Fridays hours, Fridays earnings, Fridays by the hour. Let's put that there. Saturday's hours, if you can call it that. Saturday's earnings, Saturday by the hour. Put them together. The video's hours, the video's earnings, the video's by the hour. And that's it. It hadn't been very good at all, but, you know, I've just ended up making a TikTok. I'll put it at the end of this, of some poor Uber driver that got stuck in the middle of it. And this is exactly why I have decided, you know what, I'm just going to call it, guys. So if you enjoyed this, give us a like, give us a sub. I know it wasn't much to go off, but hey ho, better than no video, right? See you in the next one.
Oh no! Oh no!